So let's get into it. What is this link that you were posting, sir? Not this one. Breaking Dim podcast host Tim Pool disgraces rotten guest Don Jr. with on-air diarrhea attack. Huh?
Both live last night on his Timcast broadcast while he was talking to Donald Trump Jr. Let's take a look and see what happened, and we can discuss what we think might have happened here.
It's just Tim Heidecker humor?
Last time. Before the question, I'm going to do something I've never done on the show before. I'm going to leave. I'm actually feeling really, really sick, but we've got some awesome friends. I don't know if Phil or Josie or somebody wants to jump in and take
All the sound effects while I'm trying to drink water.
my seat.
Why don't you guys both come up for a minute?
I'm feeling real sick.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, back
I
this
know,
up
we
a
just-
second.
I-
Look at what this,
Ian's having a
what's
real...
Ian freaks like the choice Ian makes here. Ian is
Wait a minute. Is he on Ozempic? All the girlies are on Ozempic. Oh my God. Did you guys see the post? It's been deleted, I guess. But it was a post about some lady that got permanent diarrhea because of Ozempic. Did you guys hear about this? Unfortunately, it's a Daily Mail article, which makes me want to jump off a bridge, but whatever. Woman will suffer diarrhea forever after Ozempic caused horror bowel injury, and weight loss during drugs made another person vomit until her teeth fell out. Claimed dozens of lawsuits saying maker failed to warn of its danger. Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy, has been hit with dozens of lawsuits from patients who suffered stomach paralysis after using the drugs. Patients told the Daily Mail that they weren't warned about the risk, which left some with lifelong injuries, and attorneys said thousands of more lawsuits will be filed. Eli Lilly, which makes the rival drug Mounjaro, also faces at least 10 lawsuits with similar claims about side effects that patients say they weren't warned about. I'm pretty sure Ozempic, it's not supposed to be used for, like, the original usage of it wasn't necessarily for weight loss. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it was insulin control for diabetes. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was thinking of something else or not. It's an anti-obesity medication used for long-term weight management, once-a-week regimen trial, and it was approved from 2017. $4 million prescriptions. Here we go. Semaglutide is indicated as an adjunct to diet and exercise to improve glycemic control in adults with type 2 diabetes. Higher dose formulation is indicated to, as an adjunct to diet and exercise for long-term weight management with adults with obesity. Okay, so it was previously used, and I think is still currently, glycemic. Oh, sorry. I know what that... This is one of those words that I've read a million times, know how it sounds, know what it means, but when it comes to actually reading it, I've never said the word out loud. Anyways. Yeah, it seems like it was originally used for type 2 diabetes, and then recently it's had this huge spike in people using it for weight loss, especially people who are already within normal body range. Because it makes sense that if you are dealing with obesity and you are in a very, very dangerous weight zone, okay, sure. I imagine that might help, right? But there are a lot of people that are within normal BMI that are taking it. A lot of people are saying that the weight loss isn't permanent. You have to take the drug forever. There's like a misconception, mild misconception I want to clarify. Ozempic works the same way, or rather the end product. It works the exact way that any other sort of like diet fad works, right? Ignoring all of the side effects, ignoring the infinite diarrhea and teeth falling out and cognitive depression symptoms and memory loss and all of the other stuff, okay? Ignoring all the side effects. We're just going to pretend like it has no side effects. It's the exact same as a diet or like a fad diet, where when you drop too much weight too fast because your appetite has been suppressed, you start losing, obviously, fat, but you lose muscle mass. And anytime you're losing muscle mass, you're losing your metabolism, because your muscles are what helps you burn the food that you eat, right? So when you lose fat and also muscle mass because you're losing weight way too quickly, when you get off of it, you don't have the muscle mass that allows you to go back to eating what you used to eat. So let's say you were eating 2,000 calories before Ozempic and you were managing like one constant weight, but it was like a little heavier than what you wanted it to be, right? You lose like 10 pounds like that. You get off of Ozempic or you get off the fad diet. You go back to trying to eat 2,000 calories, but you don't have the muscle mass that you used to have. And so you just gain all the weight back and a little bit more. So I'm sure that there are people that are taking it that do need it, that honestly it's benefited them. The thing is, you have to make sure you're still gaining muscle. Like, seemingly a bunch of people are taking it and doing nothing. And what you should do is take it, or, anytime you're dieting or trying to lose weight, go to the gym to maintain muscle mass. Right? Like, I'm on a calorie deficit right now. And the one thing that I try to make sure to do is just to go to the gym, lift heavy rock, make sure I have the same level of strength, and that I'm not getting weaker and losing too much muscle mass, and we're good. Because then when I want to go back to eating what I used to eat, I can do that, and it's fine. So anytime you're losing weight and you're not actively maintaining your muscle mass, you're going to be unhappy with the long-term results. Okay? Just in case anyone here is interested in doing some stuff like that, or like is interested in losing weight. I'm taking it. I lost 33 kilograms in a year. I'm just not exercising because depresso. I mean, I would say two things. One, if you lost, I'm pretty sure 33 kilograms is like 60 pounds. Sorry, I'm American. If you lost 60 pounds and you're still taking it, chances are you're probably the target audience. You are the correct group of people that should be taking it. If I lost 60 pounds, I would be emaciated. So I'm going to presume that you are within the range of weight that actually makes sense for you to take something like that, right? Just assuming. 70 pounds, excuse me. I would not actually, if I lost 70 pounds, I wouldn't be alive. I don't think a human, no, a human woman can weigh that little without serious, serious health side effects. Okay. What was I on? Oh, and then the other thing I would say is, honestly, guys, you would be surprised how easy it is to work out. I don't know about you guys, but with me and my ADHD, I have such huge mental blocks on certain things. There are certain tasks that I have to do that it becomes really hard to do them because I keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it. What I would say is start small. Start as small as you can start. Honestly, you can just if you're at the point where you're just like, I don't know what to do to start working out, I don't know what to do, literally just start doing some squats and some jumping jacks. If you can do push-up, do some push-ups. You would be surprised how much strength you can build just off of body weight exercises. Yeah, obviously walking as well. Walking is a great idea. Like seriously, like just you make it so that every day at the same time you spend 10 minutes doing jump roping. You know? And honestly, once you start doing that and you start getting into it, first of all, it releases positive brain hormones. So your brain gets happy, right? And then it makes you want to work out more because you want to keep that high. Calisthenics are a great way to build strength and get fit. You can actually really push yourself without even touching a weight. Yeah. I started by doing 15 minutes a day 3 years ago. Now I'm 60 pounds down, the healthiest I've ever been. I started to exercise, and find exercise to be a core part of my routine. I'm so happy for you, Pog Crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna say, anyone here who's struggling and has like a mental block, 1 second, liminalist, and I'll read your message. Anyone who has a mental block about working out, just start really small. Just as small as you can go. 3 days a week, 15 minutes of jump roping. Okay, if the gym is too daunting, just do stuff at home. And then every time, like maybe every 2 weeks that goes by, add one more thing to your routine. And add one more thing to your routine. And soon you'll find that in like 3-4 months, you're doing like 6 hours a week of working out and you're a lot stronger than you used to be. But anyways, I'm getting on my soapbox. If you enjoy reefer, find a good THCV containing strain like Durban, Poison, or Jack Her. It will fuel your workout. THCV helps regulate blood sugar and curb munchies. I lost 50 pounds and reversed prediabetes in 2020. No prescription or meds. I just recently found out about THCV, and apparently it's just the V. I don't know what the V stands for. Vagina. I'm not sure. But it's just weed without the munchies. I haven't tried it. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Jeff Nippard has a good push-pull program. I'm on my second run of it, and I love it. Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to lie. starting working out, because I didn't used to go to the gym. I was so scared of going to the gym, just like everybody else is scared of going to the gym. And I will say, I started by watching the fitness girlies on YouTube. I think I looked up, you know, body weight workout routine. And I used to do this, like, let me try and pull up a link so you guys can get an idea. Most of these, I would pick one that was like 10 minutes long because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And you just do the workouts with them. I don't know if this one, let's try this first one. No, this guy's like explaining it. Is it this one? Yes, I used to do these. This is the best starting ground. This is the best starting ground, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Starting from zero, if you're at the point where you are scared to or don't want to go to the gym, and the gym feels really daunting, just start with videos like these. Ready, round one. This shit, your goal, honestly, your goal should be to successfully complete the entire workout. This is only 10 minutes long. To complete the entire workout successfully. And you would be surprised how hard that is. But here, let's do it. Let's work out along. I gotta take my earbuds off. I can't do push-ups. So that's enough. Look, I'm bottom heavy, all right? To be fair, he's doing knee push-ups, and I can do these. These are like the modified push-ups. I can do these ones. But I'm not going to do that. So, I can do the assisted ones. I'm just, my upper body's too weak. I'm trying to work on it. Genuinely though. Here's a link to this guy's workout. Just if you look up workout along with people, follow along body weight workout, pick one that seems like a not daunting amount of time, and then just do the workout with them. Surprisingly, I can plank. I can do plank. I think my peak was like planking for 2 minutes straight. The problem is that my upper body is so weak. And all of my strength is in my lower body. So yeah. Gives up after the first exercise. She's just like me. Yeah. And the best advice I could give you guys is pick a time that you're going to do it every day, no matter what. And you'll find that you'll successfully be able to keep that schedule instead of doing it at random times. Because your brain loves habits. And if you can make it a habit, you'll keep doing it. You'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So anyways, I'm not sure if that's helpful for anyone, but on the off chance that it was, I wanted to say that. Also, this shit is hard. Like I said, I used to follow along to this 15-minute video, and I could never finish the fucking video. I always had to take a pause in the middle and like breathe for like a minute and then finish it. So anyways. Moving on. I don't even know how we got on this topic. Oh, right. We were talking about Ozempic. Yeah, if you're trying to lose weight or whatever, diet is the most important, but you should just, even if you can do a 10-minute workout a day, you don't know how much you're helping yourself. I think maybe you misread earlier. I'm in a drug trial for Ozempic to treat cognitive depression symptoms like brain fog and memory. Wait, really? Whoa. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Anyways, back to the story about this woman who has forever diarrhea. A woman who will suffer diarrhea for the rest of her life after using Ozempic is among dozens of patients who are suing the maker of the blockbuster weight loss drug over claims that it left them with crippling stomach paralysis. The maker of Ozempic is facing lawsuits from patients across America who say that they experienced extreme side effects which they were allegedly not warned about. Thousands more have come forward to claim they suffered adverse reactions to the drug, and attorneys say more could join the growing legal campaign. Most of the patients claim they suffered from gastroparesis, which is the medical name for paralysis of the stomach. The condition, which can be life-threatening, causes a buildup of food in the gut, and symptoms include nausea, vomiting, and severe pain. Jesus. Daily Mail reviewed more than a dozen lawsuits filed since November by patients who were diagnosed after using Ozempic, including those who suffered life-threatening bowel injuries and faced lifelong consequences. In all the lawsuits, Novo is accused of failing to properly warn. And then this is the woman who... It is so fucked up that they put a selfie of this woman and they made her the face of forever diarrhea. This is not acceptable, man. That's fucked up. This woman is hospitalized for 4 weeks and had her gallbladder removed because of complications that were caused by Ozempic. At least 10 lawsuits have been filed against Eli Lilly, the diabetes drugs, which works in a similar, the maker of Mounjaro, the diabetes drug, which works in a similar way to Ozempic. In one case, a woman who used Ozempic claims she was diagnosed with gastroparesis, which caused her to vomit so much that some of her teeth fell out. Yeah. Yeah. Ozempic has FDA approval for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, but has been prescribed off-label for weight loss to millions of Americans. So, yeah. Oh my God. This is so fucked up. Kelly was prescribed Ozempic to treat type 1 diabetes, which she had since 4th grade, was treating with an insulin pump. She said her endocrinologist approved for her to take Ozempic through an off-label prescription, even though its FDA approval is for treatment of type 2 diabetes. Every doctor visit I went to, she kept telling me, I really wish you would take this Ozempic. She initially believed the adverse symptoms were acid reflux, but after an emergency room visit, gastroenterologist diagnosed her and she stopped taking Ozempic. The worst thing that it did for me was cause me to almost lose my job because I was so sick with it that I could not go to work. I was so physically ill, I could not go to work. There were days I would try to work. I would try to go to work, stay at work. And the reason I couldn't was because I would be at work and I would soil my clothes. I would just soil my clothes and I would be sick and I would have to come home. It got to the point where I had to pack a bag with a change of clothes. So if I got sick at work, I could change clothes. Kelly's suit alleges she suffered severe and permanent personal injuries, pain, suffering, and emotional distress, and incurred medical expenses. I still have flare-ups. Even after coming off of Ozempic, I just think it's going to be something that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. I'm type 2 and I'm on Ozempic, and I had to lower my dose just to stop puking. Lord Jesus, that's fucked. Elon Musk is on it. Oh man, I really hope he shits himself in public. It would be so funny. It would be so funny. Oh my God. Please, please, God, please. You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Doctors are not prescribing it. Probably it should be a starting dose of 0.25 milliliters and go up by 0.25 milliliters every time the dosage is raised. But people start at 2 and they're very sick. Yeah. 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 I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry to be the person to say this. And I hate that I've become this person, but there's no cheat code really to weight loss. Sadly. There are things that you can do that can help. Like it's clinically proven in trials that having apple cider vinegar can help with weight loss and appetite curbing. Also, apparently warm water, or like drinking more water, rather, excuse me. Drinking more water has a tendency to make you feel more full. And so you eat less because of it. Some people like intermittent fasting. Yeah. Some people have experienced positive results with intermittent fasting. Personally, I tried it and it wasn't great for me. I did it for a month and I gained weight. So I don't like it. My best advice on weight loss, genuinely, is when you go to the grocery store, don't buy anything that has bad macros or keep it to a minimum. Okay? Because I promise you, you will have the opportunity to eat like junk food outside in plenty of instances. So you should try to keep your house as clean food as possible. Also, the other thing is do not go grocery shopping when you're hungry. Always, always, always go grocery shopping when you're full. Also, hi, Gremlo. Oh, thank you for the raid. Hi, raiders. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were just talking about Ozempic and how Ozempic gives people permanent diarrhea and how Elon Musk is taking Ozempic, and I'm hoping that he has permanent diarrhea. I've lost 70 pounds just from tracking macros. It's best solution for me. Yeah. My best advice is
Wiggle Grembo rate, Gremlo 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 wiggle.
Me too. Me too. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Like, when I actually curb my desires to buy junk food at the store, it's so much harder to eat bad food or like bad macro food if you don't have it around in the apartment or in your house or in your home. So that would be the best advice I can give. Yeah, I like the number one if you're still drinking soda that has sugar in it and you want to lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, don't worry about it. This conversation isn't for you. Stop. Stop buying any sodas. Stop buying soda that has calories in it. Stop. You have to stop immediately. It is such a bad idea. Same thing with cereal. I'm going to be honest. If you get cereal, you should stop getting cereal because it's just sugar bread. It's just sugar bread. If you don't give a fuck about weight gain and you're not trying to lose weight, buy as much cereal as you want, dude. Live your life. Fucking go devour a box of Oreos, okay, man? Like, please. But if you are trying to, stop buying cereal. Stop. I promise you, it's a bad idea. And then treat yourself. You know, maybe the next time you're out at the store or whatever and you pass by a Dunkin' Donuts, get yourself a donut. It doesn't mean you stop eating anything that has sugar in it. It just means you try your best to just not have junk food in your house. Don't make eating high sugar foods easier. Do you get me? If you live in America, you can't have zero sugar intake anyways. I mean, you shouldn't have zero intake of sugar. Sugar is good for you. The problem is that most people are having way too much sugar. Treat out, eat in. Because I will tell you guys, what would I eat for breakfast instead of cereal? They sell this like low sugar Quaker oatmeal that I really like. I also, in general, love eggs for breakfast. Like literally, I just throw some boiled eggs in. And honestly, after you eat 2 or 3 boiled eggs, you're so fucking full. You're full for like 10 years. For vegans, I don't oatmeal and fruits. Oatmeal with some like blueberries and raspberries is so satisfying. Super, super satisfying. Full eggs are only the white. Full egg. Don't listen to anyone that tells you egg yolks are bad for you. Okay? Egg yolks have good fatty content that's good for you. And the problem with cereal is that you have 500 calories and all of it is sugar. Like I said, sugar is good for you. It's just when you're only consuming sugar, that's bad. And the problem is you're not even full. The number of times where when I used to have cereal in my house, I would buy a cereal box and then I do the thing that everyone knows. Anyone who's ever had cereal knows. You pour some milk. Sorry, you pour some cereal, you pour some milk, and then you have some. And then there's a little bit of milk left. And you're like, well, let me just add a little bit more cereal. And then you pour some cereal and you're like, oh, I just need a little bit more milk. And then next thing I know, I've eaten half the box. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's so tasty though. Trust me. I know. I'm aware. And don't believe any companies that tell you it's a healthy cereal. Check the macros.
String cheese all the way right, chat.
In my experience, I've only ever seen like 2 companies that have successfully had actual healthy cereal. And those are the ones that are labeled for if the only cereal that you should be allowing yourself to get if you're interested in losing weight and you like cereal is that most of the Special K products are bullshit and they're just like just as bad as normal cereal, but they taste worse, except they have a high protein one. That one has good macros. Anything that is labeled high protein or is labeled for keto is good. But also just like check the label, you know? If it's like 80% carbs, chances are it's not good for you. Magic Spoon is decent from what I remember. Magic Spoon is not bad. Some of the flavors are not good, but some of the flavors of Magic Spoon are very good if you just really love eating cereal. The fiber to sugar carb ratio is what I check. Yes. Yeah. But anyways, enough about dieting. And I mean, this is not really dieting. This is more like lifestyle changing or whatever. Just trying to have more healthy food in your fridge. So when you go to your fridge to snack, there's nothing really that's like too bad for you in the fridge. You know? Is syrup a good substitute for sugar? No, there's no sugar substitute. There's no healthy sugar substitute other than artificial sweeteners. Honey is nice because it has other properties that are good for you. The problem is it still has sugar. So in terms of calories, it's the same thing. There's no difference. If you take a bowl of cereal, if you take a bowl of, what is it called? The cereal that was made to stop people from masturbating. That one, cornflakes. If you take a bowl of cornflakes and you take a spoon of sugar and you pour it over it to create frosted flakes, that is just as bad as putting honey on it, right? Like in terms of calories, in terms of sugar calories. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Chatters don't know. Cornflakes were made to push no fap. Kellogg specifically. Oh my God. When cornflakes were part of an anti-masturbation crusade in the 19th century, much of the world worked itself into a tizzy over the idea of people touching themselves. While masturbation was never favored in Judeo-Christian tradition, Victorian morality, along with the Great Awakening and other religious revivals in America, created a perfect storm for people to get really obsessed with it. Sorry. In the young United States, one of the loudest anti-masturbation voices was John Harvey Kellogg, a physician and devout Seventh-day Adventist in Battle Creek, Michigan. In addition to running his successful surgery practice, Kellogg edited Good Health, the church magazine promoting Adventist beliefs in healthy living, such as adopting a vegetarian diet, abstaining from alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine, getting plenty of fresh air and exercise. Unfortunately, under the Kellogg's leadership, espoused eugenics and outdated anthropological notions as well. Not surprising. The guy looks like this. Of course he's a eugenicist. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Here we go. Kellogg's solution to all this suffering was a healthy diet. He thought that meat and certain flavorful or seasoned foods increased sexual desire, and that plainer food, especially cereal and nuts, ironic, could curb it, an idea proposed in the mid-19th century by Sylvester Graham, the guy who made the graham cracker. While Kellogg worked as the superintendent at Michigan's Battle Creek Sanitarium, he, upon a few different healthy eating habits, he hit upon a few. And here we go. Later, Kellogg developed a few different flaked grain breakfast cereals, including Corn Flakes. He partnered with his brother Will, the sanitarium's bookkeeper, to make and sell them to the public. And then his brother wanted to add sugar to the flakes to make them more palatable, but John wouldn't hear of it. Will eventually started selling the cereals through his own business, which became the Kellogg Company. So yeah, originally flavorless cornflakes, that was to stop people from masturbating. Oh, of course, everybody knows about the history of lobotomies, right? Oh, hi, Emma. Jordan Peterson is just this guy with slightly less overt racism. You're not fucking wrong. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. So anyways. Oh, sorry. That was me watching a DIY video. Don't look at my DIY video. Don't look at my watch history. Okay. In set logs.